taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Yours coming in, and now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is what we prayed for, and this is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to UltimateDirtTV. Tonight on the program, it is the JSI Racing 360 Wing Sprint Car Series, and tonight we come to the virtual dirt track at Charlotte. Good evening, race fans. I am Brett Wheeler. Welcome on this Sunday evening. Qualifying is wrapped up. We'll see 5 heat races on the program. After qualifying, it was Joe Berkeley. He goes quick time ahead of Clayton Tilley, Joshua Walton, Aston Hurley, and Daniel Boyd will round out your top 5. Daniel Hardigan, Sean Stevens, Cody Lawrence, Billy Ryan, and Max Bevan, your top 10 drivers. Heat number 1, your drivers will line up like this. Starting from position number 1 will be Joel Berkeley in the slick Sim Sports entry. To his outside for Ace Esports, it's car 77. That is Daniel Hardigan. Row 2 to the inside will be the Allure Esports number 41 entry of Tyler Bish. And to his outside, lining up out of position number 4, driving the SM Sim Sport. In fact, it's not the SM Sim Sport. They're no longer around. It's going to be car 20 of Joshua Barry. Excuse me. Row 3 to the inside, position number 5 will be Chris Lacey. Brad Pascoe lines up out of position number 6. Alex Ryan will line up out of position number 8. Jeremy Kingsrod lines up out of position 8. Jared Wollstonecroft in the Victoria 38 lines up out of position number 9. Callum Davidson out of position 10. As that is heat race number 1. Again, we'll see 5 heat races on the program. It should be 10 laps in distance. The top 4 in fact. We'll go on to the main event. Let's take a look actually before we get there. Yeah, top 4. 10 laps, top 4. I was right the first time. I should never have guessed myself. I do this very often. I should know by now. So we'll lock 20 cars in from the heats. We'll take top 2 from the consolation races. Here we go. Joel Berkeley, Daniel Hardigan, front row. Can't go until the iRacing green flag is out, and the green flag waves. We're underway. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Hardigan to the middle of the racetrack. Berkeley slides up, takes a race lead. Hardigan now going to move to the rear nerf bar of the 17 entry of Joel Berkeley. Barry runs in 3rd position. Tyler Bish in 4th. Barry trying to sneak to the inside there. Unable to make the pass as they work down into turns 3 and 4. This is lap number 2, about to be in the books. Hardigan almost on the inside there. Berkeley, a little contact right front to left rear there. Berkeley still holds on to the number 1 position. Barry still runs in 2nd. In 3rd, sorry, behind 2nd place, a runner of Daniel Hardigan. And Tyler Bish in 4th position, right on the bubble spot at the moment. Brad Pascoe in 5th, and Chris Lacey in position number 6. Working down into turn number 3 and 4. Lap number 4 is in the books here at the virtual dirt track at Charlotte. Big thank you, of course, Cabworks Kitchens, Cabcoat, LJR, Luke Johnson Racing, and JSI Racing for what they continue to do each and every Sunday at the best Australian dirt league we've got at the moment. Of course, all these drivers on the same setup, so it comes back down to the drivers and how they're able to present themselves. Berkeley with 4 laps left to run. You're watching Joshua Barry on screen in car number 20. Tyler Bish. Oh, there goes Hardigan to the inside there on Berkeley. This is what happened there. Maybe there was a bit of contact into turn number 1. Now Berkeley back to the inside on Joshua Barry. Berkeley back to 2nd. Daniel Hardigan, you race the leader. Here comes Barry to the outside. Trying to stick it on the outside. And here comes Tyler Bish. Bish slides up in front of Barry. Everybody trying to fight for real estate here in the opening heat race of the night. Barry slide jab, well, right rear, straight into the side of Tyler Bish and Brad Pascoe. Says thank you very much. And now Brad Pascoe coming after Joshua Barry. Oh, maybe that may have been a bit of karma there, but we'll continue on. Here on the penultimate lap, the white flag is out. 1 to run for your race leader. Daniel Hardigan working down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3, this time by Berkeley. Goes to the bottom side. Hardigan to the outside. They'll drag race up for turn 4, and Daniel Hardigan will win heat race number 1. 2nd will go to Berkeley. 3rd of the line is going to be Brad Pascoe, and Chris Lacey will in fact get the 4th and final transfer position. So Pascoe moves up 3 positions. Jared Wollstonecroft ended up moving up a couple of spots there. We'll take a look here at heat race number 1. Results on screen. Daniel Hardigan, Joel Berkeley, Brad Pascoe, and Chris Lacey will be the 4 cars that will transfer into tonight's main event. Quickly, I'm going to play an ad very quickly, but we're going to be back in just a few short moments. Alright, sorry, apologies for cutting that one short. I just had to fix up a few little things behind the back end of this one just to get it a little brighter. Clayton Tilley for Momentum Sim Sports and the SpeedShop51.com entry will start from position number 1. Position number 2 will be the 26 of Sean Stevens. Lewis Clark rolls off at a position number 3. Jason Burke and the JSI Racing 74 machine starts position number 4. Damon Mush lines up at a position number 5. Position 6 will be David Clifford. Justin Wright out of position number 7. Stephen Haley, the TV Motorsports entry, starts 8th. Luke Johnson for LJR and JSI Racing, the 76, will start 9. And Gary Chaplin, will start position number 10. So heat 2 of 5. Hello Kathy, hello Ray, welcome everybody into Facebook and YouTube land. We are live across both platforms. Green flag is out. We are underway. Look at the Juiced Energy, SpeedShop51.com entry. He's got the Wyobi 26 of Sean Stevens. Was working to the outside, now cuts it back down to the inside. It's going to be Clayton Tilley leading lap number 1. Stevens slides up, Tilley trying to go around the outside. They'll drag race down into turn number 3. Tilley trying to shut the door there. On Stevens, he worked through 3 and 4. Berkey in 3rd, then you go back to Lewis Clark, David Clifford, Damon Mush, all fighting it out for position 3, 4, 5 and 6. David Clifford, Justin Wright. Here comes Luke Johnson. Meanwhile, your race leader is the 51 of Clayton Tilley. Lewis Clark gets by Jason Burke for 3rd position. So Lewis Clark up to position 3. Berkey at the moment. He will start position number, what will be, oh look out, there's one car upside down. That may have been Steven, no, maybe David Clifford. He'll start 17th, Berkey, if he finishes in position number 4. But the main thing is just trying to get into the top 4 positions and transfer and lock yourself in. Otherwise, you've got a lot of work to do later on in the B mains. 6 laps in the books here in heat race number 2 of the JSI Racing 360 SmackDown Sprint Car Series. Don't forget, we'll have the UMP Rumble at the Lernerville Speedway. Slide job by Lewis Clark there on Sean Stevens. Stevens again back to the inside, but give the position number 2 to Lewis Clark. But Sean Stevens takes back position 2 as they again work down into turns 3. Both drivers trading slide jobs, especially in turns 3 and 4. Lewis Clark has got the advantage at the moment with that slider in 3 and 4. Here comes Stevens. Will Stevens block the line down into 3 this time by? No. He doesn't really have to, but he will go down there to protect as the white flag is out. 1 to run for your race leader, Clayton Tilley. 2 left-hand turns down into turn number 3. It is going to be checkers out for Clayton Tilley. Sean Stevens home in 2nd. Lewis Clark 3rd. Jason Burke gets the 4th and final transfer spot. How about Luke Johnson? He'll have a decent starting spot in the B main. He'll come home 5th. And of course, we'll take a look at your official results up on your screen right now. Clayton Tilley gets the win. 2nd will be Sean Stevens. Lewis Clark 3rd. Jason Burke 4th. Luke Johnson 5th. Gary Chaplin, Stephen Haley, David Clifford, Damon Mush and Justin Wright. The 10 drivers for heat race number 2. Heat number 3 will look like this. Joshua Walton, the 81. Momentum Sim Sport Speed Shop 51. Juiced Energy will start from the pole position to the outside of the front row with a 55 of Cody Lawrence. Rolling off at a position number 3. Driving caliber 90 in the Black Diamond Motorsports UltimateDirtTV Tim Sims Dirt Track Simulators. It's Trevor Royer to his outside. Mitchell Clark starts out of position number 4. Position number 5 will be the 15 of Jacob Croker. He's outside. The 71 entry of Matthew Hurd. He'll line up out of position number 6. Guy Walters lines up the 43 from position number 7. Ash Hammond in the JSI Racing number 4 entry will start out of position number 8. Rolling off out of position number 9 will be Hado Bish. So we have got our 3rd heat race of the night on the racetrack. Keep an eye on Trevor Royer. He's had a number of podiums. Last Fix Setup Racing. Very handy behind the wheel of a wingless sprint here on the iRacing.com service. Again, thank you to iRacing.com. Set for a start. Green flag is out. We're underway. Three wide down into turns 1 and 2. Jacob Croker jumping the start there on Trevor Roy from the third row. Matthew Hurd right through the middle. Meanwhile, challenge for the race lead slide job as we got Hurd and Kroger. They come together. Walton will lead lap number 1. It's a pair of West Aussies right now battling down the back straightaway. Here comes Cody Lawrence. Lawrence to the inside. Keep an eye on Mitchell Clark. Ash Hammond, meanwhile, has moved up to position 4. He started 8th in just 2 laps. He's worked up 4 positions. So a good start for the JSI Racing Big Block Modified Champion. Hello, Kathy. Walton continues to lead the way. Here comes Mitchell Clark on the inside with a slide job now into turn number 1 and 2 on the 55 entry of Cody Lawrence. Lawrence back to the outside. Mitchell Clark, will he drift up? Yeah, he tries to drift up just a little bit, leaving a lane up on the top side for Lawrence as Lawrence continues to work the outside and bring him with him. Is that 4 machine of Ash Hammond? Now Lawrence ducks it back down low, down into turn number 3. Good racing, 4 positions, 2 and 3 on the racetrack at the moment. Meanwhile, Josh Walton still leads at the half race distance. 5 down and 5 to run. Here comes Hammond trying to close in on the zero machine of Mitchell Clark, but Clark getting a run now. Clark with a slide job. We're seeing some great slide jobs here over the past couple of heat races. This track is starting to look in tip-top shape right now, but again, as the night goes on, the track will get slicker. And that's where the different styles of racing, the different lines, that's where the drivers have to pay attention to. We got 3 circuits remaining. What about this battle between Lawrence and Mitchell Clark? Cody Lawrence in the 55. Mitchell Clark in the zero machine again. They throw sliders at both ends of the racetrack. It's Mitchell Clark's turn to throw a slider. But here comes Lawrence. He tried to drive back around the outside. Caught the cushion down into turn number 1. And getting a monstrous run down the back straight away with a lap and a half to go. Slide job down into turn number 3 and 4. Walton continues to lead this one. You see behind him just coming out of screen right now. Cody Lawrence, Mitchell Clark. Into turn number 3, out of turn 4, Josh Walton will pick up heat race number 3 victory. Second will go to Cody Lawrence, Mitchell Clark. In third, Ash Hammond getting your 4th and final transfer position. Wowee. This track is really starting to open up the different lines of racing. We're seeing some big sliders and some fantastic racing in the opening couple of heat races. You don't get this anywhere else, especially with a car count of near 50. Don't worry about the 8 or 13 car counts. These boys have got 50 and close to 50 week in and week out. Josh Walton gets the win ahead of Cody Lawrence in second. Mitchell Clark third. Ash Hammond will get the 4th and final transfer spot over Trevor Royer in 5th. Matthew Hurd 6th. Kai Walters, Jacob Croker and Hato Bish, the 9 cars for heat number 3. Heat number 4 lines up like this. Aston Hurley drives the Allure Esports Cut 99 machine from position number 1. He's outside the 33 of Billy Ryan, out of position number 2. Thomas Mitchell will start the 02 machine from position number 3. Leo Heaton pilots the 026 out of 4. Paul Bryan will line up out of position number 5. Kobe Wright out of 6. Caleb Mills out of position number 7. Shannon Blackburn, the Blackburn Motorsports number 22 machine from position number 8. And piloting car number 55 for JSI Racing out of position number 9. That is William Pylant. Well, the opening heat race of the night was a little lackluster, but that was just due to the fact that the track was still very, very fresh. And now we've had heats 2 and 3 where we've seen a number of battles, a number of big slide jobs being thrown. As I said, the track is starting to widen up. We're starting to see a lot of sliders. The top line looks like it's going to be there, probably top 1 and 2, bottom 3 and 4 for people that might be listening right now. We certainly had a good look at the racetrack, keeping an eye on how it plays out. Again, all drivers on the same setup, fixed setup racing. That's the beauty of fixed sets, as you cannot complain that drivers on a better setup than you. Green flag is out. Hurley leads down the back straightaway. Billy Ryan in that number 33 machine, the K1 race gear. Entry Hill now look to the outside there on Thomas Mitchell, the Vortex Sim Racing, SpeedShop51.com entry. Then you go back to Paul Bryan in 4th. Big slider there by Thomas Mitchell. Here comes the 42 of Bryan now. Bryan working to the middle of the racetrack. There goes Thomas Mitchell. He'll block that line down into turn number 1 and 2. Goes to the bottom, stays mid-track through turns 1 and 2. Watching Billy Ryan at the moment. Thomas Mitchell starting to have his hands full with the 42 entry there of Paul Bryan. Bryan slides up. Mitchell turns it underneath and gets into the rear nerf by the back bumper. Kobe Wright in position number 5. It is all Aston Hurley, your race leader. Mitchell looking to close in there on the top side of the racetrack, trying to regain that second position. We're halfway home. Here comes Billy Ryan. Mid-track in turns 3, out of turn 4. He's right up and got that right rear on the concrete wall. Big slider there by Thomas Mitchell. Billy Ryan and Paul Bryan come together. Kobe Wright says thank you very much. He goes on by. Kobe Wright gets 2 for the price of 1. Pilot rolls the bottom side through 3 and 4. He's got Heaton to his outside. So 2 by 2 as they work down the back straightaway. Billy Ryan gets ahead of Paul Bryan as Paul Bryan going back down to the bottom, trying to throw that slider in turns 3 and 4. We are working on 3 remaining here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Hurley, your race leader, and he's got a massive gap, a near 1.5 second advantage for Aston Hurley in that Horsham off-road. Allure Esports entry will come to the white flag this time by. Works his way through turns number 1 and 2, hitting the cushion to perfection. Down the back straightaway, he'll go to the top side, down into 3. Out of turn 4, checkered flag is out. Aston Hurley wins. Second will go to Thomas Mitchell. Third at the line is going to be Kobe. Oh. So Kobe Wright in third. We'll take a look at those results. Aston Hurley gets the win. Thomas Mitchell in second. Kobe Wright third. Paul Bryan in fourth. William Parlitt in fifth. Billy Ryan 6th. Caleb Mills 7th. Leo Heaton 8th. And Shannon Blackburn in position number 9. Your final heat race of the night. And we'll have 10 cars on the racetrack for this. Daniel Boyd lines up at a position number 1. He's outside. Max Bevan, position number 2. John Schultz for Pace Syndicate, the 78 machine, line up at a position number 3. Jonathan McKean lines up the 48 at a position 4. It's a JSI Racing row 3 to the inside in car 5. For JSI Racing, it's Jason Crawford out of position number 5. Position number 6, driving caliber 8 for JSI Racing, it's Craig Plater. Jake Skilton will pilot car 11 from position number 7. Rico Robles lines up at a position number 8. Tyler McQuilkin 9th, and Ricky Bates did not make the call, so just the 9 drivers in this one. So your 5th and final heat race of the night before we move into 2 12-lap preliminary B main to line up the inside row and outside row for rows 11 and 12. But we've got to lock another 4 more drivers from heat race number 5. Here we go. We're set for a start. We are underway. Daniel Boyd on the inside in the 79 machine, the Vortex Sim Sports. Speed Shop 51 machine. There's Max Bevan out to the outside. Bevan takes a race lead only momentarily. Schultz slides up, trying to take the line away from Jonathan McKean. Boyd will lead lap number 1, but oh, look out, Schultz. Bit of a right rear there on McKean. Jason Crawford goes on by, watching the 79 of Boyd. Slide job into turn number 3. Out of turn 4, he's got back the race lead. Now he's going to protect that line down into 1 and 2, but Bevan drives it in just a little bit lower. They work down the back straightaway, side by side again. The slider lines working in turns 3 and 4 for both. With Daniel Boyd back to the race lead by half a car length. Here comes John Schultz now working on the 68 machine of Max Bevan. 1, 2 and 3 nose to tail this time into turn number 3. Jason Crawford in 4th. Bevan to the inside on Boyd, but Boyd still holds on to the number 1 position. Here comes another slide job there by Bevan into turns 3 and 4 at the line. Give it to Daniel Boyd just. Schultz to the inside there on Bevan, but now here comes Bevan with a run. Oh! The car was bouncing down the back straightaway, and he just hooked the rear nut bar, the rear crash bar of Daniel Boyd, and that got a little tight there for Bevan. There's a slide job there, and some contact with Bevan and Schultz. And Jason Crawford says thank you very much. Crawford now up to position number 3. 7 laps in the books here in your 5th and final heat race of the night. Thanks to Cabworks, Kitchens and Cab Coat and JSI Racing and LJR for also the Hard Charger Award. 2 laps left to run. McQuilkin back to the pits. Boyd, Bevan, Crawford and Schultz. 1, 2, 3 and 4. I doubt that anything is going to change, but we'll continue on. Here comes Crawford with a slide job down into 1 and 2 there on Bevan. Bevan turns it back underneath him now. Into turn number 3 we go. Checkered flag about to fly here in the final heat race of the night. Then Daniel Boyd will win heat number 5. He'll start 5 in tonight's main event. Bevan, Crawford and Schultz, they'll start 5, 10, 15 and 20. Oh my. Here is heat race number 5 results on screen. And getting the win was Daniel Boyd and Max Bevan home in 2nd. Jason Crawford, John Schultz will be the top 4. Rico Robles 5th. Jake Skilton, Craig Plater, Jonathan McKean and Tyler McQuilkin, the 9 drivers, sorry. Take a look here at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid, and it will be 13 laps to distance, and the top 2 will go on to the main event. Callum Davidson will start position 1. The Black Diamond Motorsports number 90 machine of Trevor Royer lines up at a position number 2. Rico Robles lines up at a position number 3. Gary Chaplin will pilot car number 4 from position number 4. Billy Ryan, the 33, out of position number 5. Jared Wollstonecroft in the Victoria, 38. For JSI Racing will start position number 6. Kai Walters will start position number 7. JSI Racing's Craig Plater, the 8 machine, will start position number 8. David Clifford lines up at a position number 9. Position number 10 will be Leo Heaton in the 026. Billy Ryan lines up the 93 from 11. Tato Bish in the 86. At a position number 12. Tyler McCook 13th. And Justin Wright in position number 14. So this will again line up positions 21 and 23. We are set for the green flag to fly. Your top 2 is what is on the line. And well, Jared Wollstonecroft, he may have just went a little early there, but we are going to stay green. Robles now to the inside, 3 wide. Trevor Royer right through the middle of the racetrack. Royer slides up. He'll take away position number 2. Mitts, that's the Americans going 1 and 2 at the moment. Double slide job there on the 3 entry of Rico Robles. Robles again works it back to the inside. From the bottom to the top he goes, and now, oh, there goes the 17. And here comes the 33 of Billy Ryan. To the outside now on Trevor Royer, and Billy Ryan move him into position number 2. Royer back to the inside. Takes 2nd away. Billy Ryan checks up 1, 2 and 3 right now. Here comes Kai Walters in the 43 machine. He's having a good run right now. Oh, Billy Ryan into the wall. He's going to lose position number 3. He'll lose 3 positions at the moment. Right now it is still Rico Robles, your race leader. From the 90 of Trevor Royer in 2nd. And again, it's the top 2 that will be making it through to the main event. A lot of these drivers are just starting to spread themselves out here at the dirt track at Charlotte. We are a lap away. We're about half a lap away right now from from half race distance. Robles into the wall. Trevor Royer goes on by. So if he wins B-Main number 1, he will start position number 21. If you finish second, you'll start position number 23. Robles in that Triple R. Racing number 3 machine. He's about to be caught up to by the 17 of Davidson. Robles still holding on to the final transfer position. If you think, well, top 3 is going to cut it, it's not going to cut it because it's only going to be the top 2. Davidson into the wall not once but twice, and he is out of the event. So realizing he probably just didn't want to cause any more harm, he's just done the old Alt F4 trick just to keep us under the green flag, and this is not that there'd be a yellow thrown anyway. As Trevor Royer completing 10 laps of this 13 lap distance in tonight's B main. Again, this is B main number 1. This will line up the inside row for row 11 and 12. We've still got another 13 lap B main to come. And in about 13 hours time, don't forget, we'll have round number 2 of the Miller Family Trucking World of Thunder Esports League 360 Wing Sprint Car Series. White flag is out. B-Main in. B-Main number 1 is about to be wrapped up in the books. Royer goes low. Takes it nice and easy through 3. Out of 4, front straight away. Checkered flag is out. But on to Trevor Royer, getting the job done unofficially ahead of Rico Robles, and the Americans go 1 and 2 in the V-Main, and no doubt these drivers are going to have a whole lot of racing to do later on in tonight's 35 lap main event. Trevor Royer home in second. Royer gets the win. In second was Rico Robles. Kai Walters third, Leo Heaton fourth, and Jared Wollstonecroft we'll round up the top 5. B-Main number 2. It'll look like this for JSI Racing. And for LJR Luke Johnson Racing, it's the 76 machine of Luke Johnson out of position at number 1. William Pilot lines up the 55 from position number 2. Tyler Bish, the 41 for Allure Esports, starts position number 3. Matthew Herb will pilot car 71 from position number 4. Jake Skilton out of position number 5. Stephen Haitley, the 60 in the TV Motorsports entry, will start 6. Caleb Mills lines up from position number 7. Jeremy Kingsrod lines up out of position number 8. Jacob Croker out of position number 9. Position number 10 will be Jonathan McKean. 11th will be Damon Mush. Shannon Blackburn out of 12th. Joshua Barry is out already, as is Ricky Bates in the 14th. So the 13th and 14th starters did not make the call. So we've got 12 cars fighting for just 2 transfer positions. Thirteen laps on the board. Once again, the green flag is out. And a couple of jump starts there, I think, from Mills and Kroger. We'll see if anything comes of that one, whether iRacing has given them the black flag. In fact, Willie Pilot in the 8 machine, I did call it the 55 entry a number of times already, but he is driving the number 8 machine as Tyler Bish leads lap number 1. Hurd alongside Pilot. Pilot back to the inside. This track just slicking off somewhat right now, and tell you what, here comes that GoPro entry. The 71 machine of Hurd slides up all the way from the bottom to the top, and nearly collecting a piece on the left rear is 41 of Tyler Bish. But here comes Pilot back to the inside through 3 and 4. Hurd takes back position number 2, but not without the challenge from Pilot. Johnson just starting to come to terms with the track, and slick setup, slick racetrack. There goes Damon Mush, rolling the bottom side through 1 and 2. Luke Johnson, well, fending off a challenge here from Jonathan McKean. Here comes Willie Pilot now. Pilot with a slide job on Matty Hurd. Hurd into the wall. Let me tell you, Matty, it does not move. The power plant's presentation worldwide. Couple of cars going to the bottom side, but look at Willie Pilot. Just rolling right through the middle. AKR Donny shots like. Mush up to position number 2. He started in position number 11. And in just 6 laps, he's made his way into a transfer position. Hurd gets by Pilot. Pilot back to the inside into turns 3 and 4. Meanwhile, it's still Tyler Bish out in front there at the completion of lap number 7. Mush again continuing to roll the bottom side. You see the middle entry into turn number 3. Trying to slide it up as close to the concrete wall down the front straight away for Tyler Bish. But just rolling the bottom side goes Damon Mush. And let me tell you, Damon Mush is coming thick and fast. Bish going down low to protect the line. Forcing and maybe trying to force Damon Mush into finding another way around the 41 machine. Bish has got a run down the back straight over. But here comes the 12 of Damon Mush. Gets the drive on the bottom out of turn 4. Very close to a dead heat, I must say. We've got 3 circuits to go. And Damon Mush now a clear-cut leader. Up 10 positions. Started 11th. Matthew Hurd not giving up without a fight just yet. He's rolling the bottom side in turn number 1 and 2. To make that a lap to go this time by. Here he comes. Keep an eye on Hurd. Hurd's going to throw it in big. Watch him throw it deep. Watch him just force the issue. There's the contact and Tyler Bish goes around. Oh, Blind Freddy seen that one coming. Checkered flag is out for your winner. Damon Mush, Matty Hurd home in 2nd. Jonathan McKean 3rd. Willie Parlin in 4th. And 5th, there's going to be Jeremy Kingsrod. Tough break for Tyler Bish, who had a transfer spot on lockdown. We're going to find out if we are doing the inversion. Are we doing the inversion tonight, Berkey?
Yeah, mate.
Alright, okay, hang on. Let me, sorry, I actually forgot all about it, so we're still live.
Yeah.
What are we? So we're doing 20 cars, yeah? So the cars that transferred from the heats?
Yeah, mate.
The inversion will be... Oh, wow, it's 19, the inversion.
No worries.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, mate.
Wow, that was a belter of an inversion. We are going to see some cars, some very fast cars coming from the back. So, let's take a look at your starting grid. Matthew Hurd out of 24th. Rico Robles out of 23rd. Damon Mush 22nd. 21st is Trevor Royer. John Schultz out of position number 20. Position number 19 now is going to be Daniel Hardigan. 18th is going to be Clayton Tilley. 17th is going to be Walton. 16th is Aston Hurley. 15th, Daniel Boyd. 14th, Joel Berkeley. 13th, Sean Stevens. Cody Lawrence in 12th. Thomas Mitchell, 11th. 10th is Max Bevan. 9th, Brad Pascoe. Lewis Clark in 8th. 7th, Mitchell Clark. Kobe Wright, 6th. Jason Crawford in 5. Chris Lacey, 4. Jason Burke, 3. Ash Hammond in 2. And Paul Bryan on the front row. Wowee. A 19 car inversion. 35 laps on the board. So our field is set. Keep an eye on about rows 6, 7, 8, 9. It is going to be a barnstormer. The JSI Racing 360 SmackDown Sprint Car Series is live from the dirt track at Charlotte. We go live for 35 We are underway in your A main. Paul Bryan and Ash Hammond will lead us up down into 1 and 2. Look at this, 3, 4 and nearly 5 wide. 4 wide down the back straightaway. Oh, here comes Berkeley Hardigan. You know, these two drivers have got a score to settle. Oh, Berkey goes around. We might just be going yellow. There it is. So let's take a look at what happened and how this all unfolded here on your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. So here's Jason Burke, and we'll see. It was Chris Lacey. He just tagged Berkey not once but twice. Hardigan gets involved. Crawford gets involved. Sean Stevens involved. So a tough break for some of these drivers. I think Clayton Tilley involved in that one as well. Whew. Pace truckers in. Four laps in the books. Not sure what Maxie Evans doing down right on the bottom side. You should be tucked in. Nose to tail. We're green flag once again. Lawrence and Hammond side by side with Bevan right through the middle of the racetrack. Keep an eye on Lewis Clark. Joshua Walton as well, trying to come through this field. One car back in the pits. Kobe Wright out of the event. Jason Burke back in the pits as well. Mitchell and Walton come together. Hurd. Damon Mush now. Look at Damon Mush up to position number 6. He started 22nd in this one. Aston Hurley with a score to settle as well. Hurd on the bottom side. He's got no front wing, so Hurd and Mush both started from the B mains. 3 wide into turn number 1 and 2. Nearly 4 wide. Paul Bryan under some pressure here from Max Bevan, and look at Cody Lawrence. Lawrence rolling the bottom side of the racetrack. Cody Lawrence up to position number 2 and not done with just yet. Slide jump by Lewis Clark. Bevan right through the middle. 3-1 as they work down the back straightaway. Lewis Clark just fell back just a little bit. Bevan and Lawrence got a heck of a run on the bottom side out of turn 2 that time by. They'll do the same once again down into turn number 1 and 2. Lawrence on the bottom side. Bevan just a lane up higher, and now Max Bevan from 3rd to 2nd, now challenging for the race lead into turns 3 and 4. Lewis Clark right through the middle, nearly tagged the back of his teammate there. Lawrence slides up. Oh boy, Clark to the outside. Max Bevan challenges for the race lead. Max Bevan, your new race leader here. Lap number 11 of 35, 24 remaining. Max Bevan, your race leader. Paul Bryan in 2nd, Lewis Clark in 3rd. 4th is Cody Lawrence and Ash Hammond. Rounds out your top 5. Berkeley up into the top 10 positions right now. Tilley and Hardigan stuck in 21st and 22nd position. They've had a real tough go of it as Walton works the bottom side through 1 and 2, trying to follow Ash Hammond. He was your JSI Big Block Modified Champion. Rico Robles as well coming through. He's up to position number 10. Berkeley going to the cushion in 1 and 2. Trying to get a run here on Ash Hammond down the back straightaway. Berkeley shuts the door there on Walton, and now Berkeley underneath Hammond. Berkeley takes over position number 6. Hammond tries to stay glued to the bottom of the racetrack, but there goes Walton, sneaking a nose up on the inside now. Mush again from the B main, from 22nd up to position number 8 or 9. Walton with a move there on Ash Hammond. Here comes Robles, and now Mitchell. Oh no, Thomas Mitchell around 360. He keeps it going. Oh, we are yellow. Wowee. Can you believe it? A phenomenal race here at the dirt track at Charlotte in the JSI Racing 360 Sprint Car Smackdown Series. And in fact, I'm going to, while I've got this opportunity, I'm going to take a look at the point standings, because I am very keen to see the drivers leading the championship and where they just may be. So we take a look. Well, I'll take a look. You guys can't see that, of course. The 360 SmackDown Sprint Car Series. Clayton Tilley is your leader on 1,050 points. He is stuck in 20th position. Tyler Bish runs in second, and he did not make it. He was in a B main, so Tilley's got a chance to extend that points lead. Daniel Boyd, third in points. He's 16. Trevor Royer and Jason Burke. Jason Burke back in the pits, and Trevor Royer. Where is Royer? He's in 10th, so the points standings could shake up just a little bit here. 19 in the books, 16 to go. Max Bevan in the Penrite number 68 machine. Here comes Berkeley with a run there by Aston Hurley. 3 wide through turns 3 and 4. Berkeley right on the cushion and letting it sing up on the top side of the racetrack. Aston Hurley looking to get by Lewis Clark. Meanwhile, Berkeley to the outside on Paul Bryan into turns 3 and 4. Oh, look out. Lawrence has just put Aston Hurley into the wall. Do we see the Banana Republic flag come out the yellow? We are staying green. 13 to go. This time by for Max Bevan. A podium last week, and now looking to make it a feature win. Berkeley down to the bottom side. Here comes Lewis Clark on the inside of Paul Bryan in the 42 entry. Bevan still holds on to the race lead. Here comes Trevor Royer. Royer following Clark. Damon Mush on the bottom side. Clark to the outside. And now Bryan going to lose 1, 2, 3 positions. Bevan and Berkeley side by side. Bevan on the bottom side. Berkeley on the top side. Here comes Lewis Clark on the top. 11 to go. Look at Royer coming on the top side as well. Yellow. Oh, wow. Berkeley, Bevan, Clark and Royer are putting on an absolute clinic here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Who will take out another round of the 360 SmackDown Sprint Car Series presented by JSI Racing? Can Berkeley hold on for a victory? The last time I think we've seen him, he's picked up a win already this season. Can Bevan hold on for his first win of the season? Will he get back by Joel Berkeley? So we will have 7 circuits remaining left in this one. So lap 28 will be complete. A single file restart. Berkeley's got the field in the hands. He stamps on the loud pedal. We're back underway. Berkeley getting nearly a half a second jump over Max Bevan in second. Clark comes back down through the middle of the racetrack. Here comes Lewis Clark. Meanwhile, Trevor Royer trying to sneak up into a podium position. Fends off a challenge from Paul Bryan in the 42 machine. 6 to go. Here comes Royer on the top into 1 and 2. Now here comes Royer to the outside on Max Bevan. Trevor Royer up to position 3 from 21st. He won B-Main number 1 from 21st. He's up into a podium position. What about the drive? Come feature time. The number 90 machine. He's just locked down right now. 5. Make it 4 to go for Joel Berkeley. Lewis Clark rides in second. And at this rate, I don't think anybody is going to have anything for the top 3 unless they make some sort of mistake. And that, as that happens, I doubt that anyone is going to catch these top 3. Mush, Mitchell, Bevan, Schultz all battling it out for 5, 6, 7 and 8. 3 to go as we work through turns 1 and 2 here at the dirt track at Charlotte. John Schultz trying to stay into the top 5 position. The Pace Syndicate number 78 machine. He's got the Northbridge slots on the side of that race car. The Blip clothing entry. 2 to run. Make it 1 for Joel Berkeley. White flag is out. He works his way through turn number 1 and 2. The cut down line is in effect here for Joel Berkeley. Into 3. Out of turn 4. He will be successful once again. And here at the dirt track at Charlotte, Joel Berkeley will win. Lewis Clark home in second. Third will be Trevor Royer. Fourth will see Paul Bryan. John Schultz rounds out your top 5. And what a way to finish the 360 SmackDown series here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Let's take a look at those official results for you. Berkeley, Clark, Royer, Bryan and Schultz your top 5. Mush, Bevan, Mitchell, Pascoe and Hammond your top 10. Boyd, Robles, Clark, that's Mitchell Clark, Hurd and Walton your top 15. Crawford, Lawrence, Hardigan, Lacey, Hurley your top 20. Tilly, Wright, Burke and Stevens. It looks like Sean Stevens here has been disqualified. Not sure why, but he's going to be credited with a 24th place finish. But well done to our podium. We'll hopefully chat to those guys here in just a few moments time again before we do talk to those guys. A big thank you to, of course, Cabcoat, Cabworks and JSI Racing. Again, we'll wait for the top 3. And in fact, let's go and chat to the driver that comes. So we'll go from the back to the front. We'll go to third place finisher first up. Trevor Roy. Trev, congratulations, buddy, on a third place finish. And, well, you don't get to play the inversion this week because you had to come from the B main. But, man, I'll tell you what, from 21st up to 3rd, that was a wild race.
Yeah, that first restart was pretty wild. Just barely avoided that parking lot. I think it was coming out of 4. And then seeing everybody was fighting for the bottom, so I just moved up top and kept passing cars up until I got up to Lewis and Joel there, and tried to make one move on Lewis, and he blew around me on the outside, and it killed my momentum. And I didn't want to risk taking us out trying to move up to second. A couple more laps, maybe I would have been able to do something, but he was setting a pretty good pace. So third will do. I started 21st, so 21st to 3rd. I can't complain about that.
I continue to say week in and week out that there's something about this 90 machine, no matter what time of the night, especially when it comes to the feature end, no matter where you start, you're always coming from, whether it's mid-pack or towards the back of the pack, you're always coming up, to be at the pointy end of the field. When is it going to be time that you pull your finger out, get a good qualifying effort and get a good heat race result in?
I thought I could have qualified better for sure. Started 3rd in my heat though, and the guy behind me jumped, which kind of messed up my line. He was underneath me going into 1, and then I don't know. I guess I guess it was a racing deal going into 3 there. I forget who got into me, but they cut down before I started turning in and ended up falling back out of the transfer spot. So seems like every week something happens early in the night that kind of messes me up and I got to fight for it. But once the track burns off pretty good, I feel like I have a bit of an edge on most of the guys in this league.
Yeah, buddy. Well, look, well done on yet another solid finish here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. Trev, before we let you go, of course, sponsor on this race car, buddy. People behind the scenes, now's an opportunity to thank those wonderful people.
Yeah, thanks, Brett. I'd like to thank, first of all, you at UltimateDirtTV putting on the show and sponsoring my car. Much appreciated. My team, Black Diamond Motorsports, Tim's Dirt Track Simulators, 19 Designs, JSI for putting this league on, and the affiliation with yourself and UltimateDirtTV. It's always a pleasure to go back and watch. You always do a great job commentating. So looking forward to that, and everybody watching. Hope it was a good show.
All right, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Trevor Royer home in 3rd place in the Black Diamond Motorsports Calamity Machine. Again, he came from position number 21. We do not have 2nd place, so we are going to go straight down into victory lane. Chat to the winner here at the dirt track at Charlotte. It is the Slick Sim Sports driver of Joel Berkeley. Joel, congratulations on the winning. Well, the surprise inversion late in this one. You have to do it the hard way. You come from about row 6, 7, 8, somewhere around there, and you fight your way back up to the race lead. That was certainly a tough race.
Yeah, I had no clue about the invert until they said, "Oh, it's a 19 invert." I was like, "Oh, okay, all right." And then got up to the front early, and then after that first yellow, I think I was up to 6, and then I ended up falling back to 20th again. I was facing the rest of the field, and somehow the car wasn't destroyed. I got no clue how, but yeah, managed to keep calm and just trying to make a way through.
Mate, you're probably the most experienced iRacer when it comes to what people have accomplished here on iRacing. After your heat race, by the time you get to the main event, what are you doing between? You generally know what the track's going to do, or do you just sort of just do other things in between, do some graphic design, or do stuff on the website? What are you doing between before you get to the feature event?
You're probably right with a bit of graphic design there, and but yeah, being such an early heat race, I knew by the track at the end of practice, I didn't expect to go quick time, but the track at the end of practice, try and run some laps on that, because that's sort of what you expect to be out for feature time and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, pretty much heat 1, I just expected it to be, I don't know, it's just you got to get through it, and made a mistake there, made a stupid mistake, and yeah, but thankfully, just invert helped us. Invert didn't really help me or anything, I guess, but just thankful to get through and get to run a full clean 35 laps and have a good run.
All right, well, Joel, congratulations on your 2nd win of the season here at JSI Racing. Before we let you go, of course, sponsors on the race car, people behind the scenes, buddy. Now's an opportunity to thank those people.
Yeah, cheers. Massive thanks to the guys at Slick Sims for all they do, and the team at JSI for all they do, and the league's going onwards and upwards, and yourself for broadcasting, Brett. And where are you and Peace at?
Lernerville.
Oh, I might have to come try and make a, I don't know, redemption for last time.
All right, Joel, congratulations on the win. I'll hopefully see you in the UMPs, buddy.
Righto. Cheers, Brett. See ya.
Okay, Joel Berkeley, your winner here this evening. Again, we do not have 2nd place of Lewis Clark, but that will wrap up the 360 Sprint Car Smackdown series. Congratulations to Joel Berkeley, Lewis Clark, and Trevor Roy. Again, a surprise inversion for the evening. Again, that turned out to be 19, but it still wasn't enough for Trevor Roy. He still ended up having to go from 21st to 3rd, and I believe unofficially at this stage would be your hard charger until next time. Big thank you to, of course, Cabworks Kitchens, Cabcoat, and JSI Racing, along with LJR, Luke Johnson Racing, for what they do each and every Sunday at the best fixed setup league, or best setup league in the Oceanic Dirt scene, is what we've got. Until next time, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, and the management behind the scenes. This is Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night. We'll see you back shortly for the UMP Rumble at Lernerville.